Today, from Allegiant Stadium in Las Vegas, Nevada, it's Week 16 of the NFL on EA Sports.
And we are underway at Allegiant Stadium. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. So now here comes the Jet offense as they get ready to take over. As we take a peek at their versatile quarterback, the Hawaii native and former Oregon Duck, Marcus Mariota.
I love just about everything about him. Love his game, love his makeup, love his moxie. One of my favorite words. This guy's a competitor. Gritty, tough, you name it, he's got it. But he did throw an interception in last week's game. That contributed to a loss. And despite the fact he threw 3 touchdown passes, he's going to be out there redoubling his efforts and trying to play better.
It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down. Now Mariota. Right side, that's complete to Gronkowski. That catch good for only a couple.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
Mariota's throw going to be caught by Davis. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. And Charles, with that completion, I'm told that puts him over 3,000 yards passing now on the campaign.
And Brandon, nowadays, your leader's usually closer to 5,000 yards on the year, but still, 3,000 yards, a good season.
And the safety, Trayvon Merrick, up to make the play defensively. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. They give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be third and about the length of the football. Off the play fake, Mariota. And it's caught. Touchdown. Hayden Hurst, his first touchdown on the year. And the Jets take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Hopkins with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. So this drive spans 7 plays, and it ends with a Jet touchdown. This fielded right at the goal line. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Raiders set to go to work behind their veteran quarterback, and that's Derek Carr.
That was a solid performance last week, wasn't it? 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, ran the team well, won the ball game. Bottom line, may not have been earth-shattering, but it didn't need to be.
First carry for Josh Jacobs. Not much room to run. Just gets it to the 35 after showcasing his tough running. A check on Jacobs from a week ago. 15 carries, 123 yards, and a touchdown.
Definitely productive, including scoring his 14th touchdown of the season last week. It's going to be fun to watch the matchup now because he has a nose for the end zone. So if you're a defender, what's your job? Keep him out.
Carr going to give it to Jacobs. And he'll get this up to about the 40. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And Jacobs, I don't think is going to get there. No. It appears they're going to mark him short of the first. Las Vegas sending out their punter now. as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. Now Corey Davis and the rest of his offense getting ready for their next drive. Well, he's within shouting distance of a 1,000-yard season. Going to need a pretty good finish, though, if he wants to reach that mark.
Well, I like how you phrased it, partner. He is within shouting distance. If he stays on this pace, he's got a shot at it. But he needs a big game in there, right, to make sure that he gets it. So you know that during the week, in practice, and look, he asks for the ball all the time anyway. He's really going to ask for the ball and let his quarterback know he's open.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Well, Charles, you think about this defense. This week in preparation, you couldn't hide the fact from them that they're facing a team that's lost 7 in a row. You just wonder if they prepared the same way they normally do.
Yeah, that's a great question because normally that preparation goes into what you do well on defense. What is the best thing that you do going into a game?
There he goes, right side. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Corey Davis, 76 yards. And the Jets get the quick strike touchdown. Extra point good by Hopkins. And that'll make the score 14-0. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive.
And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit
Sometimes
better.
it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That, too.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Carr got a man open. It's Darren Waller. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
Carr now on first down. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And he's got this down to the 35.
Had to put that ball in there with a little extra zip, but he put it right where it needed to be.
Yeah, and that little extra pace that he had on the pass, that required a little extra concentration for him, didn't it? Ball can get on you pretty quick in that manner, and he handled it well and picked up the first down.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Well, there's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that field like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Well, they gave themselves options there on the 3rd down play and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
Into the red zone, it's Carr. And he's got his man on the out route.
And the Raiders are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle made at the 10-yard line.
On first down, Carr. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal. Shotgun now for Carr. Flushed out right. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a third down. To throw his Carr. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Derek Carr taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Raiders have cut it back to within a score. Rosas good with the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it results in a 4-yard touchdown run. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. Now Corey Davis and the rest of his offense getting ready for their next drive. He's up over 100 yards, has the touchdown. He's a big-time receiver in this league, so the question becomes, how do you limit him going forward?
Well, you know the guys trying to cover him, they haven't had a whole lot of success thus far, and while they will still accept the challenge, maybe you have to change your focus. You have to get after the quarterback a little bit, disrupt his timing, because right now it feels like pitch and catch. Make sure he's not able to have clear sight lines to him, and maybe that'll slow him down.
And this is not the guy you want to let play pitch and catch.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
They'll run on first down. It's Robinson, and he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. It's a 39-yard punt, 3 on the return, and the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. The Vegas offense ready for their next possession. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
On 2nd and very short, Carr rolling to his right. He'll look downfield for Waller. He's got a man complete. A big play there for the Raiders.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Carr, catch is made by Hunter Renfrow. And that's going to be another 1st down as the tackle made at the Jets' 24-yard line. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the second quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
The Carr's throw complete here to Waller. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 16 yards there. 2 straight plays of 16 yards and another first down. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Second and goal from inside the 5. They go back to the ground, this time Jacobs. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also third down. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. Now the Raiders going to burn their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. And no hesitation about this decision here. Confidently, they're going to go for this. 4th and goal from the 3. They go with Jacobs. And this time he is in. Josh Jacobs as the first half is winding down. And the Raiders have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. So 4th and goal, their head coach gave that offensive line one more chance to punch it in, and this time they were successful.
They certainly paid off the coach's confidence, didn't they? And how about the fact that they stayed with the ground game? Because a lot of times in that situation, partner, we see teams try and roll the quarterback out, give a little run-pass option, and treat it like a 2-point conversion play. In this case, they went with a little bit more power and got it done.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they will not really have time to do much of anything. 15 seconds, all that remains before halftime. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. So we are at halftime here on Christmas Eve. Due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the third quarter. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. Taking it about the 1. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Out comes the Raiders offense. They'll go on offense first to start quarter number 3. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic. No need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
To throw, it's Carr. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down. Here's a handoff to Jacobs, and he will have a first down here at about the 40.
That's a tremendous group effort there, because when you talk about offensive lines, the best ones, talk about guys that play in harmony, in sync, and getting things done, and they did that on that play.
Yeah, especially on 3rd and 1. Got to be in sync, and they were. On first down, they go with Jacobs again. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. On second down, it's Jacobs. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. 50 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. And to give this time to the tailback. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Was that a design pass, or what was that?
It was built into the play call. He had the opportunity to either hand it inside, keep it himself to run it, or do what he just did. Throw that pass inside, hitting a receiver on the run.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Counter play with Jacobs. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Hands it off out of the gun. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6. Working from the gun, it's Carr. Eluding the pressure right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Rosa's kick is good, and they take a 17-14 lead. They don't get a touchdown here on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter, but I think maybe you still say mission accomplished as they come away with the lead.
No, absolutely. You keep the pressure on, right? You go downfield, get some points up on the board, and hope that you've motivated your defense to take the field and hold that lead.
Now Corey Davis and the rest of his offense getting ready for their next drive. Good day for him so far here in the 3rd quarter. He's hit pay dirt once, over 100 yards, but hey, it's the 3rd quarter. He's thinking, I want more, right?
He wants more, and it just increases the confidence of his team because every play he makes, that means his quarterback is really feeling good about throwing the football. Probably feels like he can't throw an incomplete pass when he throws it to him right now.
Yeah, he's looked really, really sharp. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Play fake, Mariota. He's got Gronkowski yet again. And some room to roam now. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
1st down, Mariota. Throwing left side, he's got Gronk, complete. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Rush coming, and he's taken down. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
So the completion results there in 9 yards, and it'll be 4th down. 1 quarter remains here in Week 16. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll run for it with Robinson, and he's not going to get there. Might have even lost a yard. He only needed a yard, but he couldn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. And the Raider D, they get the football back. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. Their defense forced the turnover on downs. They've got the lead. They're in good shape, but can't go into a shell here, right? Still got to be careful.
Yeah, because they're still a long way away from kneel down time. So they've got to work on getting 1st downs, keep the sticks moving, right? Keep the clock going. And above all, ball security. Don't turn it over.
spike, and he faked it. How good has he been throwing the football, though? And despite that incompletion, that's just the third time he's been off target this entire game.
And Brandon, I've been on the other side of this equation, trying to defend a guy who's been this hot, and it chips away at your confidence. And when you're not confident, when you're trying to...
The football comes out. Jacobs lost it, and it's scooped up by the Jets. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line.
Well, partner, here's where team football gets tested a little bit, because I know the defensive guys were over there chilling on the sidelines, and all of a sudden, they heard the sudden change call because that fumble puts them right back on the field, and they've got to go out and finish the game now themselves.
Absolutely. Nursing that slim lead here in the fourth, a costly turnover. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down. 2nd and 2. Mariota now. And he finds Gronk. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
On 1st and 10, here's Mariota. On the move to his left. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. They'll try the left side. Robinson. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, "Are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down." They love being physical.
A first down throw for Mariota. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
On the Jets sweep, here comes Moore. Well, we've seen running backs in today's NFL get involved in the passing game. Maybe it's about time more receivers like that get involved in the running game.
And that is something we are seeing more and more in this league, no question about it. That wasn't the biggest of gains, but it was enough to get them a first down. And it continues to test the defense. They have to think on every play about who might end up with the ball.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
They'll run again here with Robinson. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense is pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
On 3rd down, Mariota. Touchdown, Jets. Marcus Mariota with his 3rd touchdown pass of the afternoon. And the Jets are going to retake the lead. Late turnovers so often the difference in a ball game, and here the turnover leads to the go-ahead touchdown.
So repeat after me, partner. You have to take care of the football. In order to protect the lead, you must take care of the football. Ball security. How many times do they have to say it? They've been preaching it since day 1 of camp, and it came back to bite them right there.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. So Carr and the Raiders now down 21-17. Just over 2 minutes to go. A possible crippling loss to their playoff status in the balance, barring a late score. They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And not a lot of daylight, not really any daylight inside, as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up 2nd down. So it's Raider football as we get you reset.
They come up on a second down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire.
Meanwhile, Carr's throw pulled in by Renfro.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. First down now, but that clock rolling.
Carr completes it.
Oh, look at that. Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
Well, that simply is a missed opportunity.
And I believe the referee's been buzzed. Yeah, they want to take another look at this.
After reviewing the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble.
And he'll take this one down to about the 40. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game.
Throwing his Carr.
Throwing right, and that's complete.
And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Carr to throw.
Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining.
Carr. Open man, that's Renfro. And the Raiders are going to have a first and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
And now defensively in the 2-minute drill, the big key to me, make sure you understand your assignments, and anytime you get a chance to tackle someone inbounds, get them on the ground.
A line of scrimmage, once again the 5 as they get ready for second and goal.
Here's Carr.
And he's got it. It's caught for a touchdown. And they have taken the lead here in the final seconds.
So for those of little faith, guess what? It got done. They now have the lead with that touchdown this late in the contest. I wonder if that was a play they were holding or a play that they just knew would work from past experience.
I just saw it in their eyes on the sideline before starting that last drive, and they did. You're right. They got it done. Looks like they're going to be the winners. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away.
This is taken just shy of the 10. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
One last shot now for Mariota. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you're wondering, could it